Good morning, folks. Ari here from Direct Auto Outlet in Fair Oaks, California. I have this gorgeous 2004 Volvo XC90 all-wheel drive SUV for you today. This will be a test drive video of this particular vehicle. We do have an in-depth walk-around review video of it as well, so be sure to check our website for that, where we go through the ins and outs of all the features in the vehicle and take you along with us for the demo on that one. But this will be strictly a test drive video that will demonstrate how the vehicle runs and operates. We'll give you our takes and our opinions of it as we drive and go through the engine and transmission and put this SUV through its paces. So without further ado, please join us. Okay. Start of the vehicle. We have 180,148 miles. Go ahead and get our belt on here. I do also want to mention that the timing belt was done on this vehicle at 120,000. It's recommended to be done in most cases between 90 and 120,000. So at the very least, you'll have another 30,000 miles before you have to worry about that. This is a 7-passenger vehicle. It does have a third row seat that does fold away if you're not using it. As you can see here, it does have 2 keys, 1 key fob, power windows, power door locks, power mirrors, of course. You also have fog lights. Air conditioning is blowing nice and cold. You have your self-dimming rear view mirror. You also have your moonroof, which is fold up and slide back. One touch. Let's go ahead and get started. First observation is the vehicle is very smooth. I don't hear any unusual rattles or squeaks while driving the vehicle, which is impressive for a vehicle with 180,000 miles. This 5-cylinder powertrain is quite competent and will be able to get itself up and going with little to no effort whatsoever. Transmission shift on this particular SUV is nice and butter smooth. Transmission is something that this style of vehicle, these Volvos, ever since 2001 have been struggling with. These higher mileage ones don't necessarily scare me. It's more so the lower mileage ones between 100, anywhere from 75, 80,000 all the way to a little over 100,000 miles. That's typically when they give you trouble and when they act up, and oftentimes it's the valve body, and if not taken care of in a timely fashion, it can cause you to have to replace the entire transmission if there is excessive slippage for long periods of time. At 180,000, I actually would expect this vehicle to drive just as good as it does. At 180,000, if you had one of the faulty transmissions, it would have already been remedied by now. Otherwise, the vehicle wouldn't have made it this long. And based on that logic, I'm not surprised whatsoever that it runs really nice and it shifts smooth. One-owner vehicles oftentimes are just a little bit nicer than others. You also have the HID headlights on this particular unit, which really lights up the road quite nicely in front of you. Cruising down at 40 miles per hour. You'll notice that it is just smooth and quiet going through the twists and turns. The vehicle does track straight. I have let go of the wheel here, and the vehicle is going straight. When I do apply my brakes, I get no shaking or shimmying on the front end, no shaking on the steering wheel, and no shaking on the brake pedal. Nothing to indicate that any of the rotors have any warpage or excessive use on them. Vehicle accelerates quite nicely and smoothly. Power comes on naturally and easily. This particular stretch of road has a lot of potholes and uneven pavement. It really puts the suspension through its paces, and this vehicle is handling it beautifully. It's just gliding over these bumps and potholes. It's quite obvious that the suspension and shock absorbers are not original. They have been replaced and have been serviced. The vehicle rides firm and confident. These seats, if you've ever experienced or if you've driven a Volvo before, you'll probably agree that the seats inside the Volvo are of some of the most comfortable seating that you will find in any vehicle whatsoever. Volvos have, over time, become famous for being very safe vehicles, very solid and reliable vehicles. But one thing that a lot of people don't mention is that they are also very comfortable. Again, shifts are butter smooth. You cannot even feel the vehicle shift. Go ahead and make a stop over here, create a little bit of distance between us and the next vehicle. Safely make sure there's nobody behind us. Blind spots are virtually non-existent in this vehicle due to the number of windows you have, as well as all these large mirrors. Accelerating, you'll see that the vehicle does accelerate quite smoothly. Engine sounds great. 55 miles per hour. No trouble whatsoever. Go ahead and apply our brakes firmly to avoid getting too close to the vehicle in front of us. And again, brakes feel great. All-wheel drive technology in this vehicle will allow you to get up to the mountains and get into snow and be able to travel with confidence. Plenty of room in the cargo area will allow you to take you and all of your friends and all of their things along with you into the snow. Just really a lot of car for the money, folks. Oftentimes, especially during this period of time where we are having trouble with new car production, the cost of this car, the entire cost of this car, is actually less than simply just the markups on new cars nowadays. So if you are in the market for a new vehicle, and even if you can afford a new vehicle, if you can find it, it'd still be a great idea to purchase something like this and let things settle down a little bit in the market. And this will be a great band-aid vehicle for somebody who's in the market for a new car but doesn't want to compete with the inflated prices that are out there currently. It'd be also great for somebody who just wants an affordable family car, an all-wheel drive, four-wheel drive vehicle, get their family safely and securely where they need to go. My overall opinion of this vehicle is very positive. The vehicle does perform quite well, very smooth, very quiet. And we've sold a lot of these XC90s, and they seem to hold up really well, and our customers seem to like them and be happy with them. I think they're of higher quality than what Volvo's putting out nowadays in their new vehicles. So it's a win-win. Save money and get probably the best era of, or one of the best eras of Volvos. Volvos have been great. Some of their stuff that came out of the 70s and 80s and 90s were fabulous as well. But of the modern era Volvos, I'd say this is probably one of the best of them. Handles these hills and bumps quite nicely and easily. As we make our way back to the lot, I do want to encourage you guys to subscribe and hit the thumbs up arrow if you did enjoy this video. And if you do so, please be sure to also hit the bell icon to be notified of all of our future videos. And be sure to leave all of your questions and comments in the comment section. And we certainly look forward to seeing all of them. If there's any specific content you would also like to see on this vehicle, make sure you leave that in the comment section as well. And we will certainly get back to each and every one of you. I want to take this opportunity to thank you for taking the time and joining us. And we certainly do hope to see each and every one of you down here at the lot very soon. Thank you and have a great day.